What's up, everybody? This is Marion. Hey, this is for Stephen Juan Servia over at the Survivalist Base Camp. He said he wanted to see a whole loadout of what um, my gear is or whatever. We had a discussion about really carrying light is always the better way to go. But there are some times where like having a big expedition rated pack is helpful. I'm at my folks' house in Missouri, and I'm moving back to my cabin full time in Minnesota. So this bag is created to be a base camp in a bag. Literally, I'm going to another state, and I want to be independent. Um, I need to really work on my cabin, and it'll be a while before I get back into the scheme of working for other ministries and churches and stuff. You guys know I'm a musician. So here it goes. This has a big bucket, okay? And right now the bucket is empty because I'm about to fill it up with the items that work in here. It's rated for Minnesota. The environment that I'm thinking about employing this bag in is in a wintertime Minnesota, 16 inches of snow, easy, cold environment. I'm going to my house, but, if I catch a train, I'm probably going to be stuck somewhere potentially. So if I was stuck, this is what I would have. At the bottom of my bag is a Harbor Freight 80% wool blanket. It goes on the bottom. Now, in the very belly of the bag, on the bottom is a whole nother compartment that has a snug pack 0 degree sleeping bag. I'm not gonna pull it out because it is a bear to try to recompress. On top of that goes my trap bag. Now this is nothing but a canvas library bag. But in it I keep a combination of rat traps, .110 counter bears, and a 220. For those of you guys who trap all the time, don't laugh at me because I still got tags on my stuff. I'm just getting to Minnesota. I have used my 110s. I have not used my 220 yet because although I can set it by hand, I'm a piano player by trade. I lose this, I lose my income. It's not good at all. All of the traps go into this bag. And this bag gets folded up, tied up normally, and put on top of the wool blanket. Oh, by the way, this is going to be a long video. Fast forward, if you need to. Now, on top of that goes my bag of clothing, and my computer keeps wanting to time out on me. But on top of that is my bag of clothing. Goes in a outdoor products 20-liter bag. The bag is not at its full capacity when it's in the pack, but if I needed to get other resources, I could just using this pack. Riggs Ranger pants. I have worn these exclusively for the last 3 years. I have torn holes in the crotches, regusseted them. Yeah, they're no joke. They're a little bit spendy, but they're the only thing I find local. military surplus polypropylene base layer, top and bottom. Three sets of underwear. A wool, 100% wool sweater. A cotton, I know, God forbid, a cotton long sleeve t-shirt, olive drab, earth toned. Wool scarf, wool beanie, two sets of wool, trigger mittens. They have the trigger finger and a thumb. Now, I've made these out of socks too, but I found them on eBay really, really cheap. They are the genuine 100% wool kind, and they are very warm. So, that gets folded up. Now, this isn't, again, the way I'm packing now is just for you guys. It's not optimized for space, but it goes inside of the bucket. Turn it to the side. Push the air out. Again, it's not optimized for space. This is, when it's full, 2 pounds of steel cut oatmeal. 2.5 pounds of brown rice. When I get to where I'm going, sometimes these can be used for water too. Med kit. Basically, Aleve, ibuprofen, and vitamins, and enough bandages that if I cut myself, I can stay alive until somebody comes to get me. I think I might have Imodium, a couple of diarrheal things too. Because what'll get you really is stomach stuff on the real tip. What'll get you is stomach stuff. A fire kit. This is the pouch. Again, so many people have been instrumental in helping me understand this stuff. Fire pouch, char tin, jute twine, flint, steel. I think it's a ferro rod stuck in there somewhere. Pathfinder multi-fire tool. A little bit of a redundancy because I do have a striker in there. A beeswax candle. Stormproof matches. I'll stuff a big lighter in here before I leave, and it goes inside the side of this. Again, right now I'm not packing for aesthetics or for like space optimization. I'm just trying to get this video done for you guys. This is a dry bag made out of duct tape, made from a bubble wrap mailer. It is my long-term clothes repair kit. I'm going to pull this back so that I can put the items in it. Y'all don't need to see me. Y'all just need to see what's in front of me. Scotch, Velcro. Tear aid patches. boot laces. Now, I don't wear lace-up boots, but those boot laces are a form of cordage, and especially when I get ready to make my anorak, those will come in handy. Pillowcase, which is cotton that can be used for char, and cotton that can be used for patches if I had to patch something up. Another pillowcase. This tripwire, but you can use this to sew up stuff. A hank of maybe about 30 feet of, 25, 30 feet of number 110 bank line. It's kind of hard to see when I have a black shirt on. Another hank of bank line. I think I was using it to repair something, so it ended up getting unbraided. Shoe glue. I had a project with a set of muck boots that I had worn the sole out, so I took a tire tread and this stuff, and I made another set of soles for that old pair of boots. And those are my outdoor gardening boots, basically, now, because I got blessed with another pair. I collect shoestrings. I just collect shoestrings. Worst case scenario, it's bird nest material, or it can just secure stuff. Not as sound as Bankline or 550 paracord, but these are free, so I don't throw them away. Quake hold. A friend of mine hit me to this stuff. It's made to hold vases to your mantle when there's an earthquake. So imagine what it can hold to any solid object if need be. Always gotta have a spare blade. This is one of many. Gorilla glue. Safety pins, which can be improvised into fish hooks and everything. So that's clothes repair kit. I left one of my rat traps out of the trapping kit. Another 40 ounce Nalgene. I found it at thrift store. Hence the St. Patty's stickers that I can't get off. It holds about 3 pounds of beans. So right now, if you're seeing I hope you're seeing a little bit of a trend. That there is food. That there's going to be about 10 pounds of food in my bag. Yeah. Tuna. I know people don't believe in carrying, canned goods, but I use these specifically for chumming water in sources where I use it as an attractant, when I need to attract stuff. Although I can eat this, when I need to attract stuff to sets in water or land or otherwise, these are just good insurance to know that they're in there. They go in my saw pouch that goes on the front of the pack. 2 whole rolls of 50-pound test fishing line. This one I'm using. This one's brand new. 3 large nuts that I can use as weights, or that I can tie with bank line to become a bola of sorts. But I use these for weights because they're really heavy. For fishing weights, they do tend to catch on stuff, but normally they get the line out really, really far because they're really, really heavy. And I had already had them from a bowler making project that I did a while ago. So that's pretty much it. Shrimp and chicken blood meal. This stuff has my pack smelling like fish and will probably attract raccoons as soon as I get in the woods. Some more worm type bait or whatever. I know you could dig for worms or whatever. You don't need to do that. Just dig for worms. The nature already provides all the bait. I know. But in a pinch, I'm not just thinking fishing. That could be spread on a counter bear and give me a possum or a squirrel. Well, give me a possum because possums eat fish bait. Any of the scavenger type animals, even if I don't particularly care for eating them, they make bait. Big thing of lines and sinkers. Got some S hooks, got some J hooks, got some of those hooks with the weight is already in there. I got some split shot. I got some of those little worm looking thingies. And that's a part of a bigger pack. By the way, always has some type of resupply. For everything you see in this pack, there is a Rubbermaid with a ton of more of them. Yo-yo. Just got this from a friend. I like these. I like these. Connect them to a tree. They're not legal everywhere. I need to look at Minnesota and make sure that these are legal for Minnesota, or these will just end up going in a drawer somewhere. So, yep. But they're off the chain. Hang them to a tree, put the bait on the hook, walk away, some snags, dinner. A hook sharpener, but because it's ceramic, I also use it to sharpen arrowheads too. I think that's all my fishing stuff. Okay. Yep. Wait a minute. So, that's just basically. I can hand fish or line fish. I have two nice catfish poles. One my dad gave me. The other one I got from a pawn shop or whatever. And so between that and trot lines, I'm good on fish. Cutting tools, the fun stuff. Collins Boys axe. I have never had an expensive axe before. I have not had an expensive axe before, but this chops wood for me just fine. I'll put that in the bag once I get the other parts full. Plum axe. Found this at a thrift store. Not thrift store. Found this at the flea market for $5. I absolutely love it. I need to rehang it, but it's still working for right now. I tend to keep this stuff impregnated with olive oil, so it feels really, really good. Backup blade. This is my never used blade. When I say never used blade, if I'm using this blade, it is because I need something razor sharp. I might have used this knife twice. Okay. Now, on my belt stays a Old Hickory. That's my everyday knife. This is a Condor Matagi. It's a spear point, but a friend of mine gifted this to me. This joker is wicked sharp to the point that I'm scared of not. I don't want to screw this blade up. I want to use this when life depends on it. Fiskars folding saw. It's got some type of thing or whatever. There it is. Fiskars folding saw. I mean, it cuts wood fine. I don't have a lot of big on my property. I don't have a lot of big trees, so this right here is more than enough. I have a bank line but I think I put it in my like short term Alice butt pack thing. So 100 feet of braided 550 paracord. That's more than enough. 50-foot hank of number bank line. There's bank line wrapped all around my axis. There's bank line wrapped around the sheath on the hatchet. So I'm good on cordage. And then on the top of everything is just a Harbor Freight tarp with a little wash rag, with a little wash rag or whatever, Now, side pockets. These side pockets with the molly and stuff on them. Again, thank you for being patient. If you're still with us, the side pockets. Inside the side pockets go, my 3 pounds of beans. My this is fuel, butane fuel for my MSR reactor stove. So that drops there in there. I know I should be moving faster, y'all, but he wanted me to show y'all this MSR reactor stove. I like this because it holds the burner. Burner sits on top of the fuel. Light it, and it turns into a semblance of what you get when you have a gas stove. So I like it, and it lasts a long time. Like I'm still on the first fuel thing I got months ago, but I also cook with wood a lot. So I don't use this every day, and would never really suggest using this every day. I'm gonna take that out because I put those in the wrong thing. I think I showed you guys the pound, right? 2 pound. Okay, I did. Yep. So you guys know about that. I keep a basic hygiene kit. I cut my own hair. I always make it where I can cut my own hair. So I keep a battery operated razor, toothbrush, toothpaste, bar soap with a little baggie, deodorant. By the way, little secret. The reason why I use secret type powder deodorant is because this stuff can be mixed with baking soda, and you can stretch this where your speed stick, right guard, that type of alcohol based deodorants, you can't do that. So it's the whole ladies deodorant thing. Like there's a method to that madness. So that's pretty much the bag. On the side, and there are some things I'm not gonna take apart, but we'll talk about it. I have my USGI ground pad, shelter half, mosquito net, the tie outs, and the poles. I only use one half of the shelter half. The other half goes on my backup pack. On the side of this, I have Alice canteens with the insulated Alice canteen. Let me see if I can get this down here where you guys can see it. Yeah. All right. I got the Alice canteen carrier. With the cup. The cup is in here somewhere. Oh man. This is why big bags aren't always advantageous, because when you start turning this stuff, when you have to meticulously put this stuff in to get all of this crap in there, and then you gotta take it out. Okay, so I have a canteen cup and a stove, and it's not moving, but you see the metal. That gives you an idea. I keep 2 of those, half gallon of water, just with those 2. So that's pretty much it. That's the entire life bag. Um, it is not something I hike with. It's something that I move from one area to the country to the next, or one city to the next, and with modest resupply ability, I can go hunker down. Like I've been working for some ministries, playing piano and teaching choirs, and working with young people, trying to show them that there's other ways to do music or whatever. And that bag will allow me to, with that and a small supply of cash, sit, just sit. I got apple trees and pear trees to put in. I got stuff to do at the cabin to get it ready for the winter, and that's going to be a full time job. So that's going to be the full time thing. And going in with that pack loaded is what's going to keep me in meat and keep me in comfort while I'm at my cabin. And my cabin has everything else. So if I'm biking and I get stopped because of weather or whatever, I know that I have all of the shelter implements and everything that I need to be able to make things comfortable. So God will do it. Any questions? Anything that I should add, take away? I'm pretty confident that the kit that I have is probably as comprehensive as I am able to make it and still carry it. Um, Again, you got redundancies within the 10Cs. There is a headlamp. I didn't show you guys that. There is a compass. There are some of the other 10C elements that you didn't see in the video. It's because they're inside the lightweight kit that I'm carrying right now. Like I didn't show you a big lighter. I didn't show you a compass. I didn't show you canvas cell needles and stuff. Because all of that is somewhere within the other kit that might be already on my belt. But yeah, that's pretty much it. 27 minutes. God will do it.